Acacia from Greek, meaning thorny tree, inspired by the resilient acacia tree. Aster from Greek, meaning star, inspired by the delicate aster flower. Aurora from Latin, meaning dawn, inspired by the natural light displays in polar regions. Breeze from English, meaning gentle wind, inspired by the soft, calming wind. Birch from Old English, meaning bright tree, inspired by the graceful birch tree. Blossom from English, meaning flower bloom, inspired by blooming flowers in spring. Cedar from French, meaning tree of strength, inspired by the aromatic cedar tree. Clover from English, meaning meadow flower, inspired by the lucky clover plant. Coral from Latin, meaning sea growth, inspired by the vibrant underwater coral reefs. Dahlia from Scandinavian, meaning flower, inspired by the striking dahlia blossom. Dove from Old English, meaning peace, inspired by the gentle, peaceful dove. Dune from French, meaning sand hill, inspired by the rolling sand dunes of nature. Ebony from Greek, meaning dark wood, inspired by the dense and valuable ebony tree. Edelweiss from German, meaning noble white, inspired by the alpine edelweiss flower. Elm from Old English, meaning strong tree, inspired by the towering elm tree. Fern from English, meaning green plant, inspired by the graceful fern plant. Fawn from Old French, meaning young deer, inspired by the tender, young deer. Frost from English, meaning ice crystals, inspired by the crisp beauty of winter frost. Garnet from Latin, meaning red gemstone, inspired by the pomegranate-colored mineral. Grove from English, meaning small forest, inspired by clusters of trees in nature. Glacier from French, meaning ice mass, inspired by majestic glaciers. Hazel from English, meaning nut-bearing tree, inspired by the hazel tree and its fruit. Haven from English, meaning safe harbor, inspired by serene and peaceful places. Holly from Old English, meaning evergreen tree, inspired by the festive holly plant. Iris from Greek, meaning rainbow, inspired by the vibrant iris flower. Ivy from Old English, meaning climbing vine, inspired by the evergreen ivy plant. Indigo from Greek, meaning deep blue, inspired by the plant dye and color. Juniper from Latin, meaning evergreen shrub, inspired by the aromatic juniper tree. Jade from Spanish, meaning green gemstone, inspired by the precious jade stone. Jasmine from Persian, meaning fragrant flower, inspired by the sweet jasmine flower. Kale from Scottish, meaning leafy green, inspired by the nutritious vegetable. Kestrel from Old French, meaning small hawk, inspired by the agile kestrel bird. Kiwi from Maori, meaning flightless bird, inspired by the unique kiwi bird. Lark from English, meaning songbird, inspired by the cheerful singing lark bird. Laurel from Latin, meaning bay tree, inspired by the laurel tree, symbolizing victory. Lily from Latin, meaning pure, inspired by the elegant lily flower. Maple from English, meaning tree giving sap, inspired by the iconic maple tree. Meadow from Old English, meaning field of grass, inspired by peaceful grassy fields. Mist from Old English, meaning fine water droplets, inspired by morning mist. Nova from Latin, meaning new, inspired by the cosmic beauty of a supernova. Nettle from Old English, meaning stinging plant, inspired by the resilient nettle plant. Narini from Greek, meaning sea nymph, inspired by the Narini lily flower. Ocean, from Greek, meaning sea, inspired by the vast and powerful ocean. Olive, from Latin, meaning olive tree, inspired by the symbol of peace and resilience. Orchid, from Greek, meaning flower, inspired by the exotic orchid bloom. Poppy, from Latin, meaning red flower, inspired by the vibrant poppy plant. Pearl, from Latin, meaning precious gem, inspired by pearls found in the sea. Prairie, from French, meaning grassland, inspired by wide, open landscapes. Rain, from Old English, meaning water droplets, inspired by refreshing rainfall. River, from Latin, meaning flowing water, inspired by serene and flowing rivers. Rose, from Latin, meaning flower, inspired by the classic and timeless rose bloom. Snow, from Old English, meaning frozen precipitation, inspired by the purity of snowflakes. Spring, from Old English, meaning season of growth, inspired by the rejuvenating spring season. Star, from Old English, meaning celestial body, inspired by twinkling stars in the night sky.